Hello, so this is my second video about my mobile home and RV power monitor. This time I'm going to show you what's inside the enclosure, what I've built. Obviously it's mains powered, so it's powered by the hookup. So the PCB has its own power supply and it all comes on when you turn your hookup to your RV or mobile home on. So before I do anything, I'm going to isolate, and that turns everything off. So this is the beauty of having the inline RCD. So inside the enclosure, so this is what I built. I'll get my screwdriver. So this, I'll start at the beginning. So we've got mains coming in this side here, and that goes on to the mains supply terminal. That distributes across to the input the PCB and the power monitor unit itself, which is a PZEM-004T 100 amp unit. That has a live and neutral and a coil here, so the supply goes through the coil or the CT. I've put that on the incoming side because I want it to also measure the power used by the power measuring device, so we get a true reading of all the power used for your RV. So we've got power coming in to the PCB and to the monitoring PCB. This is really just to measure voltage, and also you need it for measuring power factor. You've got the neutral coming into a neutral connection block. That then distributes the neutral obviously to the PCB and to the PZEM-004T. And then we also then distribute to the outlet, which then comes out through this IP68 20mm gland. The whole unit is mounted on DIN rail inside the enclosure. So power comes in through a 500 milliamp fuse, then a 230 step down to 9 volt step down transformer. That gets smoothed by this big old capacitor here, and then we then take the ripple and everything else out with these two low pass filters here. They're actually on the LM7805 voltage regulator. So it actually goes out of the transformer through the full bridge rectifier, gets smoothed, and then through this with on both input and output we've got the smooth anti-ripple capacitors really. That then supplies, so we get a 5 volt out from there. Some of that 5 volt goes directly to these daughter boards. So for example, we've got the OLED that, and the power monitoring PCB takes a 5 volt supply from that. Also that 5 volt goes directly to the ESP32. This here is the SD card that's monitoring all the data while it's on, and it produces a text file on the SD card which you can then do whatever you like with. So on that I have voltage, current and kilowatt hours used, and then obviously to make that usable, that data also has a timestamp with it, which we get from this real-time clock here. This connection here goes up to here, which is the reset button. So that resets the display reading of the kilowatt hours. So that goes on both on the phone app and on the OLED screen, but obviously you've got historical data of all the kilowatt hour readings on the SD card. So if you want to look back even after you've reset it, you can look at when you've moved sites, you can see what the value is on your first site, your second site and your third site, and obviously you've got the real-time data of the kilowatt hours for the site you're currently monitoring. I think that's pretty much it for what's inside. So I've made this sort of laser cut board at the bottom here. That then supports this PCB which I designed myself on KiCad, and that just houses the power supply and then connects up all the daughter boards. I will do one last video showing how I built the app on MIT App Inventor, but I think this one's quite a useful video because it shows you actually what's inside. Thanks for watching.